Hi, my name is Bronte Young and I am currently undergoing the Bachelor of Education degree at RMIT Bundoora. This is a video blog about the course I am currently taking, Early Literacy Foundation to 2. Throughout this video I will be discussing my reflection on teaching reading and teaching writing course I completed in my first 2 years, the Victorian Curriculum Level 2 under Reading and Viewing, and my weekly plan for the 10 weeks I am in this course. The first course I undertook was teaching reading. The most significant insight I learnt throughout teaching reading course was the importance of being a reader myself. As a first year student, this new insight changed my thinking and approach on how to engage students in a classroom. For myself, I didn't realise the importance of being an engaged reader and how this would resonate in other areas of my teaching. Throughout the teaching reading studies, I was able to use strategies learnt from my readings and future practices. This strategy has a number of meanings for me as a reader. I have more of an understanding on how to better engage students into a text by showing students the importance of reading and different layers there are in reading. For example, how students can be a text participant in their books and text. This theory demonstrates the importance of being engaged into a text to make better understanding and meanings. This newfound insight is something I will take with me throughout my whole teaching career. One problem I encountered throughout the course was the skill to be able to apply these theories into my practices and writings. This was a personal issue. I found it hard to relate into my writings and assessments the readings and theories that we were taught. I think being a mature age student and getting back into my writings and organising my writings was something I was nervous about. But I think after completing this course, I was able to relearn how to effectively use the skills and apply these into my future courses and practices. In my second year of the degree, I completed the teaching writing course. The most interesting insight I learned throughout this course was my passion for reading picture storybooks. This realisation may have important relevance for multiple reasons. First, I saw the importance of how different texts can be used in multiple ways. For example, how a simple storybook can be used around a whole lesson. This became a great insight when I went out on placement and applied it to the lessons I taught. I used the text Mr. Huff by Anna Walker to get students to infer the text and also discuss how they could apply it to themselves. This was a lesson taught to grade 5 students. Before completing this course, I wouldn't have thought to use a picture storybook for relevance to older students. The feedback from the class, from the lesson I ran, based on the picture storybook, was very positive, and I was able to further develop this concept of short stories by looking at Pixar short films. This was something my mentor took away from me and explained that she had never thought to extend it in that way. I believe both these courses have given me right understanding and insights to apply to my teachings and further professions. When looking deeper into the Victorian curriculum and my understandings of each section and the elaborations, I need to consider also how I could apply these to a lesson. I went through the Level 2 scope of the curriculum and found an area I believe I needed to look further into and find more strategies on how I could create lessons around this. The area I chose under reading and viewing was expressing and developing ideas. This is where students need to understand that simple connections can be made between ideas by using compound sentences with 2 or more clauses usually linked by coordinating conjunction. They need to learn how to express ideas using compound sentences and learn how to join simple sentences with conjunctions, for example, and, but, or so, to construct compound sentences. There are 2 main reasons behind my choice of this particular area of the Victorian curriculum. Firstly, how I could apply this in a classroom and different approaches I would need, and secondly, how these elaborations connect with expressing and developing ideas. My first step in considering how I could have a better understanding of this was referring back to my academic readings. This is where I found reading through Lorraine Wilson's article called "Which Level Are You?" relevant. There are some key ideas that we need to consider as teachers of literacy. Firstly, as an adult, we don't always read everything according to the level we're at. We read texts that vary in difficulty depending on the text type and reasoning behind it. This theory helped me consider the ideas of how not every child needs to read at their level. When children look at different levels and how to express them through reading, we shouldn't restrict them to texts that are just at their level. We as teachers need to show that varied texts have different layers. Now I will be discussing my 10-week plan and the necessary procedures I have to ensure that I am taking advantage of the new knowledge and understandings I could achieve from this course. As shown, each week has specific plans I need to consider and accomplishments. I've created a chart to better organise myself. As you can see, each week has different types of plans and different things I need to consider. This is the end of my video blog. Thank you for listening.